A very good morning and a warm welcome for the even semester students 24-25. Dear BCom students, today I will be dealing with a lecture series of advanced financial accounting which you are going to study in second semester BCom. So in the advanced financial accounting, you have a chapter name called as accounts from incomplete records. Here you are going to study about the meaning of single entry system, double entry system, and how you are going to convert that single entry system of accounting into double entry system of accounting. So this is Sunil, Assistant Professor from the Department of Commerce and Business Administration. So let us begin with what exactly you mean by this accounts from incomplete records. The term or the word itself telling you incomplete record. When an accountant or when a businessman is not going to maintain or going to set up the set of records or books of accounts not in a proper way, that is called as accounts from incomplete records. So which is also called as a method of preparing a financial statements when a business doesn't maintain a full set of accounting records. Wherein whenever the transaction is going to happen, take for an example in a small provision stores or a small petty shop, when a trader or when a businessman is going to conduct a business, he's just going to record the transaction which is sufficient for him, which is available for him. Mean to say, he is going to record only the cash flow, in the sense he is going to record only the debtor and the creditor, how much he has received and how much he is going to give. So he is not going to maintain any of the records such as like accounting invoices or stock invoices or anything such of kind. So he is not going to record if he is going to purchase a stock today, what is that is going to increase or decrease in his opening stock or closing stock. All those things he is not going to verify, or he is going to give a clarification or get a clarification within himself with the business. So that is called as accounts from incomplete records. And the system of incomplete records is usually maintained in a small business or a firm, not in a large business or a firm. So you know that they are going to maintain a double entry system of bookkeeping, or according to whatever you are going to call it as Indian accounting standard or something like that. So now we are going to deal with after knowing about the accounts from incomplete records. Let us begin with the meaning of a single entry system. Now the word itself telling you what exactly you mean by single entry system. The single entry system, it's basically a bookkeeping method where transactions are recorded as a single entry in the accounting records, and where it is going to focus only on the cash flow and the personal accounts such as debtors and creditors, and which is going to ignore the assets, liabilities and equity. That itself is called as single entry system. I repeat again. So single entry system is a book of maintaining a bookkeeping method where it is going to record only the transactions which is related to personal account. It is going to ignore the assets, liabilities and the equity. So that is called as your single entry system. So in the single entry system, it is going to give you, or it is going to depict features as it is having a incompleteness. Why it is the single entry system gives you the incompleteness is, as I told you, single entry system, it is going to record only the cash transaction with related to personal accounts. So there only you can make a point that it is a incompleteness, which is not going to take a transaction of entire thing. That is, it might be stock, it might be assets, it might be liability, or it might be equity. So it is going to concentrate only on the debtors and creditors. So that is why it is one of the features. It says that it is a incompleteness. Next is with respect to single entry system are those entries which don't take into consideration the double entry. So obviously the meaning itself tells you about the which is not going to consider about the double entry system. You know the double entry system of bookkeeping where for each and every transaction there should be a debit and there should be a credit. So that's why in the one of the feature, most important feature is it does not consider the concept of no double entry system. Next is it is having a limited accuracy. There will be no accurate information provided by the businessman. Why? Because he is the whole responsible for the business. Whatever the transactions that he is going to do in a business or a firm, what he is going to do, he is going to enter the transaction and he is going to keep quiet. So there you are not giving a accurate information related to that particular transaction. So that's why it is called as one of the features as there will be no accuracy in the single entry system. And again, which is going to focus only on the cash transaction, which is not going to focus on the credit transaction. Yes, of course, the businessman or the small owner of the business, he is going to do the cash transaction and also the credit transaction. But he's not going to record, or he's not going to give you the exact details about the credit transaction or something like that. So that's why it is going to focus only on the cash transaction. Now let us begin with explanation of how exactly the single entry system of accounting is going to work. So with an example of a transaction, on December 1st, 2024, a business owner is going to receive 10,000 in a cash form from a customer for goods sold. So this is a transaction that he is going to do it in the business. So I will repeat again. On December 1st, 2024, a business owner receives 10,000 in cash from a customer for goods sold. So as I said you, single entry system of accounting, it is going to take only the cash transaction. So here he is concerned only with what transaction that he has done for receiving a owner receiving a 10,000 in cash for the sale of goods, wherein he is going to enter only the cash transaction. But how about the goods that he has received? It has to give a entry, or it has to give the effect on purchase, it has to give the effect on stock. All those things is very, very essential for a business concern. So that's why in the single entry system, it is going to take only the effect of cash transaction. Okay. So how you are going to record that cash received rupees 10,000. So you are going to enter the cash account debtor to whatever the entries that you are going to mention, you are going to mention, and you are going to just keep quiet. That means to say you are going to record only that 10,000. But what is the effect that it is going to happen for the goods sold? Clear? So once you are going to sell the goods, you have to show the entry in the other books of accounts also. Wherein in single entry system of accounting, he is concerned only with the cash transaction. Clear? And whenever you want to put that into the ledger form. Clear? So we are going to consider some more transactions. Say for example, the same transaction I am going to take it for example. 2024 of December 1st, he is going to do the cash from sales of rupees 10,000. So what is happening in the business or a concern? He is getting a cash inflow of 10,000, whereas there is no cash outflow. Clear? We are going to divide the transaction into cash inflow, cash outflow, and what is the balance left. So whenever you do the cash from sales rupees 10,000, you are getting a income, you are getting a cash inflow of 10,000, wherein balance is also going to remain 10,000 because you are not yet done with the further transaction. So further on the next day, maybe after 2 days, he is going to do the purchase the inventory or purchase the stock of rupees say for example 4,000. So whenever he want to purchase the amount of inventory of 4,000, so what he is going to do, he is going to whatever the balance is left out, 10,000 is left out still in the balance. So 4,000 he is taking. So what is happening here? When you purchase the inventory, cash is going and goods are coming in. So cash outflow will be 4,000 and the balance will be 6,000 rupees. That is 10,000 minus 4,000. And again, the next day or the after 2 days he's going to make some expenses. Say for example, he's going to make an expense of electricity bill. So he has paid an electricity bill of 1,000. So again, cash is going out, cash outflow. And what is the balance left out? The balance left out will be 5,000 rupees. So this is what the single entry system will give you the picture. So here you are not concerned about what happened when I purchased the inventory. He is showing only the single effect, wherein he is not showing the double effect. And whenever he is going to make an expenses, that is paid electricity bill, so he is not going giving any expenses related account. He is not showing the effect of that electricity bill. It is an expense for you. So he is concerned only with the cash inflow and cash outflow. So as I said you, in the single entry system of accounting, what is going to happen? Only thing is you are going to record only the transactions related to cash. It focuses only on the cash transaction. That is, it focuses only on the personal things. It is going to ignore about the assets, the liabilities and the equity. So this is what the sample ledger looks like. And when we take a system of accounting or anything for that matter, there will be always advantages and disadvantages. Since single entry system of accounting, nowadays nobody is following that. Everywhere you see the double entry system of accounting. So yes, a single entry system has certain limitations. The first one is no completeness of the view. There is no correct picture of the transaction. Clear? Second one is it is very difficult to make a error deduction. You cannot able to find a error where exactly the transaction is showing the error. And inadequate information to prepare a financial statements. Why there is inadequate information to prepare a financial statements? Because you don't have the proper information about the other transaction. You are focusing only on the cash transaction. Clear? So that's why there is always a lack of information or inadequate information for to prepare a financial statements. Now, after knowing what exactly you mean by accounts from incomplete records and with respect to meaning of single entry system, I have given with an example also, and I have given you the ledger also. Clear? Now we are going to look into the double entry system of accounting. So double entry system of accounting, dear students, you people are been listening this concept from the day you are become a commerce student. That means to say, once you get into the 11th level or the 12th or your degree, your accounts faculty might have told what exactly you mean by a double entry system of accounting. So the double entry system of accounting is a fundamental accounting principle where for every transaction it says that there should be a debit and there should be a credit. That's why under the double entry system of accounting, it says that assets plus liabilities is equal to equity. So I am going to just showing you how the transactions are going to affect when you are going to deal with the double entry system of accounting. See, accounting equation, when you have assets, whenever you have the debit, there is an increase in the debit. When you have a credit, you have a decrease in the entry, in the sense amount. And whenever you are going to deal with the liabilities, you have a debit entry will give you the decrease, and with respect to the credit, it will give you the increase in the liability. And with respect to equity also, you will be having a debit with respect to decrease, and credits you will be having a increase in the transaction. So this is the complete picture of your double entry system. By just looking into the accounting equation, you can easily make out, or you can easily understand the concept of your double entry system of accounting. There is no much worry about the understanding the concept of double entry system of accounting. Means to say, for a single transaction, or whenever you are going to do the transaction, it says that there should be a debit and there should be a credit. And as you know, the golden rules of accounting, for each of the three types of accounts, that is real account, personal account and nominal account, whenever you are going to deal with the accounts related to real accounts, which comes in the brackets of real account, you are going to say the entry debit what comes in and credit what goes out. When you are going to deal with the personal account, it says that debit the receiver, credit the giver. And with respect to nominal accounts, whenever you are going to deal with such kind of accounts, you give an entry like debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. This golden rules of accounts, whatever you people know, or what I've explained you today, which will give you the complete picture of double entry system of accounting, which is being followed by all the companies or the business or the firm, because single entry system will not give you the complete picture or the complete view of the what exactly the accounts is all about, or the how you are going to prepare a financial statements. Now with respect to the what is about the key features of double entry system of accounting. Why I'm explaining all these things is, once you enter into the problematic thing, in the sense the practical problems, practical oriented problems, because you need to solve the problem based on conversion of single entry system into double entry system of accounting. Clear? So you should be understanding very well what exactly you mean by incomplete records, what exactly you mean by single entry system of accounting, what exactly you mean by double entry system of accounting, because your basic foundation is only lies on understanding the theory, and then you can get into your practical oriented problems. Clear? So that's why one of the key features, it says that double entry system, it is having a dual aspect. So dual aspect is nothing but, as one of the concept also you are going to study when you people are studied in the PUC. Clear? That is your accounting concepts and conventions. There it says that dual aspect. Yes, of course, double entry system of accounting is based on the concept of dual aspect concept, that is double effect. That means to say, for a single transaction there should be a debit and there should be a credit. Clear? And the next one is, when you have the dual aspect concept of accounting, yes, of course, it is going to balance your books of accounts, because for every transaction, when you are going to make an entry of debit and credit, obviously it is clear that it has to balance your books of accounts. So first feature, it says that it is a dual aspect concept of accounting, and the second one, it says that it is going to balance your books of accounts. Next one is transparency, very very important in a business transaction or in a business firm. Whether you are going to maintain a company, whether you are going to maintain a small startup or whatever it may be, you should have a transparency towards the transactions what you are going to do. Why? Because double entry system is going to give you such kind of transparency, provided you are going to maintain a books of accounts, because for every single transaction there is a debit and there is a credit. So there only you are not going to neglect any of the transaction. If you neglect a single transaction, again you have to start from the scratch. So that's why it is going to give you the transparency, and you are going to have a systematic recording. Systematic recording in the sense, as you know, so accounting itself defined as a set of recording, classifying, summarizing. So you have to come according to that pattern only. Systematic recording only you have to follow. Clear? So that means to say, whenever the transaction is going to happen in a business or in the organization, you have to first record it, and then you have to classify it, and then you are going to summarize it. You cannot start from the last to first. First you are not going to summarize it, or you are going to classify, and then you are going to record it. Clear? So you have to follow that systematic recording. Clear? Systematically you have to come whenever you are going to maintain a transaction under the double entry system of accounting. Having said that, the key features of the double entry system of accounting, which is having the accuracy, which is having the completeness, which is having the dual aspect concept, and which is having a systematic recording, obviously when you do all those things, it is going to definitely help you in preparing a financial statements. So it will definitely take you to prepare the financial statements by the business firm or the organization. Okay, and now we are after understanding how exactly about the single entry system and double entry system. Hope that I have cleared you the concept of a single entry system and the double entry system of accounting. By understanding the single entry system and the double entry system, now how in the examination or how you are going to solve the problem, in the sense you are given with transactions and you have to convert that single entry system into double entry system of accounting. Now how to do that the conversion of a single entry system into double entry system of accounting. There are certain steps involved. First thing is, very important thing is, you have to have the existing data. Whatever the existing data is there, you have to first collect it, existing data. Clear? So from that existing data, whatever the data is there, that is the transactions or the financial statements are there, that you need to collect first the with respect to existing data, and then you have to identify the key accounts. Key accounts in the sense you have to classify them into personal, real and nominal, and then you are going to recreate the opening balance sheet. After preparing the opening balance sheet, you have to prepare a journal entry for each transaction. As I said, you double entry system of accounting gives you, or it requires to maintain in a systematic recording. That means to say, first it has to have a journal entry, and then it has to post them to the ledger, and then you are going to prepare a trial balance, and then you are going to prepare a financial statements. So here also you require all those things, preparing a journal for each transaction, and then you are going to post entries into ledger, and then you are going to reconcile a bank statement, in the sense balancing your bank statement, and then you are going to prepare a trial balance, and at last you are going to prepare generate a financial statement. So these are all the steps which are involved in conversion of single entry system into double entry system. Clear? So collecting existing data, whatever the transactions you are done under the single entry system, you collect all those entries first. Existing data, whatever the data is there, you need to collect it. Once you are going to collect it, you have to identify the key accounts, where you are going to show the effect on those accounts. Key accounts is nothing but the important accounts, where you are to show, or where you have to perform the result. Those things you have to take into consideration. Once you are going to identify those key areas or the key accounts, then you are going to recreate the opening balance sheet. From that opening balance sheet, you are going to prepare a journal entries for each transaction, and then you are going to maintain your ledger account. And from that ledger account, by taking the balances, you are going to prepare a trial balance. Once you are going to prepare a trial balance, your half of your preparation of books of accounts is completed. So the other half is while doing with respect to your financial statements. So these things, what I have covered, dear students, which is only about the theoretical part of your single entry system, meaning of single entry system, meaning of double entry system, and what are the key features and what are the disadvantages of those things, and with respect to your conversion of single entry system into double entry system of accounting. So maybe next lecture series we are going to give you the detailed information about how to solve with a problem and those stuff. So hope you people have understood today's lecture series about the accounts from incomplete records. Thank you very much. We are going to meet you again. Thank you and have a nice day. Thank you so much.